Good afternoon. Today we're going to connect a wire to the new South African standard plug. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's actually very simple and it should take no longer than a normal plug. There is, however, one or two small changes which I will show as we progress. So step one, you remove the cover from the plug. There's two screws that you have to undo. Okay, undo them all the way. So these screws are captive, which means they don't fall out. It's something that's required by the new specification. You can screw the screws more and they will eventually come out of the cover. Now I've already cleared the cable, stripped the insulation and expose the three copper bits. We're going to fit it into this plug. So there's a saddle or a cable clamp at the back that we need to remove. Now this saddle is not flat, but it's tilted a little bit. The idea is that if your cable is thicker, you fit the saddle this way around so that it has more space. On the other hand, if the cable is a little bit thinner, you turn the saddle around so that it gets installed in this way. We will do that last. First we're going to connect the three wires. Now, thing to remember is there are three small M3 bolts that we just need to undo a little bit. We need to undo them enough so that the copper can go in there. We can start with any wire. On the face of this unit is written N for neutral, L for live. So we can start with a live, which is the brown one. We insert it into the pin like that, and then we tighten the screw. The one pin in the middle is the earth pin, or we're going to fit the cable into there. Now as you progress it gets a little bit more difficult. There we go. I don't know if you can see, but the yellow and green cable or wire is installed. So we're just going to tighten it as well. And lastly we're going to do the neutral. It fits on the side. It's the blue wire, so we install that like that, and again we tighten the little bolt. So now all three wires are installed, all three M3 screws have been turned tightly down, and it's time to insert the saddle. Now as explained earlier, we're going to insert the saddle facing downwards because this cable is rather thin. So start with one self-tapping screw. And we just turn it in a little bit. And we tighten both of them. Nice and tight. You can make sure that the cable cannot turn or cannot move. It's clamped very nice and sturdy now. So the final step is to fit the top cover again. That just goes on like that. Good idea is to turn half a turn backwards till you hear a little click, and then turn forwards. Just make sure that it uses the same thread in the plastic. And then with the final one again, half a turn backwards. Simply like that. There we are. We fitted the cable. I'm not sure how long it took, but I assume about a minute and a half. Just to show you where it would typically go. Typical wall socket. There is place for the old plug. This is the new plug. So that would fit in like that.